Hello everyone, hope you're all well. First one for me, I'm going to do a pickups video. It's a bit of a pickups and trade video this here. So I've got the boxes, I've got a beer. So let's get started. Little disclaimer though, I have opened these ahead of time. Not to look at what they are, not to go through them, but because I've seen a lot of you doing unboxing videos and you spend a good 5-10 minutes with a sharp knife or a bloody rusty spoon trying to get into boxes. So, eliminating all that, these are open already. Right, before I get to the boxes though, just want to speak to you about this because this is part of the pickups that I've actually had. This, if you've seen my pictures on Facebook, was a completely yellow Commodore 64. It was just the shell. The board had got transplanted into another one. And the keyboard actually come from a VIC-20. But that's not the part. The part is in here. You can see it very well. I will cover these back plates up. But it's the keyra, which allows me to hook up the main keyboard with the keyra to a Raspberry Pi, which at the moment I'm just sorting out the images for. So that'll be in a different video. It also allows you to use proper joysticks in playing the game. So as a really nice Pi 64, I'm looking forward to this up and running. I really am. I know a lot of people don't like the layout, but with the keys on the case and everything, I wanted it to look different to my Commodore 64s that I've already got. So yeah, that's that one. So onto these boxes. This one here, this was a trade with Zoe on she's on Facebook, Game Hammer. I would do links below, but at the moment I still haven't figured out how to do that. And I traded a TR99 cart, which to be honest I haven't got a clue what I'm doing with the TR99 cart. From what she's told me, it's a cart that you can use to code and program games for it, which if you just get that going, I'd absolutely love to see the game that she makes. And we had a trade of Corporation on the Mega Drive. See, it's nice and complete. Not familiar with this game, but I have been told that this is quite a infamous game for being more about the graphics and the gameplay. It's not rated very highly, this game, but not one I've played before. A bit of a first-person kind of like shooter kind of thing. So yeah, I'll give it a go, and I'll know how bad it actually is. Where can we put these things? He can be staring at you there. The next one, and I do love this, Ginger Hippie. Got to be done. This is a mystery box trade with the Real Generic Demons. Again, I would love to do the links below when I figured out how to do that. Did a little bit of a trade again. I've sent him a Doctor Who game on the Spectrum, and he sent me a random box of stuff that he found that he had no need for. So let's see what we got. Yeah, packed that well, ain't you? Right. Look of it, it looks like all Spectrum things. I wouldn't expect anything less from him. And first one is Formula 1 Simulator, and I'm actually glad that's come because I've got the empty case for that and I don't actually have the game. I think a long time ago mine got chewed to pieces in a cassette deck. Like that. I'm going to end up building the pile up so high that you can't see me. And what's the next one? Quadro Super Hits, Superheroes, Italian Supercars, Super Tanks and Super Stuntman. Again, not one that I've had in the past, so look forward to loading that one up. Deep Strike. Again, not one I'm familiar with. The look of it, it's obviously an airplane game. You can probably tell that from the colour. Cover, he didn't need me to show you the back of it. Let's sit back a bit, keep cutting off the top of my head. Yeah, not one I've got again, so give that one a go. Oh, I can see this one through here, and I actually really like this game. And again, not one I actually have a copy of. BMX Racers. Again, on the Spectrum. I have to go through these a bit quicker. I know my phone's going to end up cutting out. Oh, this looks like a Wii game. Don't collect so much for the Wii. I think the only time I ever used the Wii, or used to, was for GameCube games. So, oh, they're really good for hacking now. Scooby-Doo Spooky Swamp. I've got a clear. Looks a very kiddie style game. Oh, what's wrong with you? No manual. I don't know. And do you know what? No manual in that I can forgive. I don't think I can forgive this. And you know what you've done. Can't have too many maker chips, can we? Maybe start a collection and build a table. I'll put that one on camera, but it'll just take up too much space. So I'll put that one over here. Chris, thank you for that. There's a couple of games there that I actually genuinely don't have or have never played. This next one here is from Sean French. I bought a couple of games of him and he said that he was going to stick a couple of extras in for me. So, a bit of a mystery. Hang on, let's move these out of the way a minute. Right, to start off with, oh, there's a book. Games for the ZX81. Do like the ZX81. Never actually sat down and coded any games for it, so maybe I'll have to give that a go. With the ZX Expand, it's actually really good because you don't have the RAM pack wobble. So let's put that one there. Tell you what, let's move these there. You can still see them. Give me a bit of space. Random Transformer toy. Be good for the actual wall of toys, which I've slowly started collecting. You ever started collecting stuff when you don't actually intend to? Toys, that started to happen for me. Oh, joystick. This one is the Gunshot. Not one I've used before. That's interesting. I'll have to give that a try. And I'll take all these out together. Put them on the side here. Oh, what's this one? Spectrum game, The Dungeon Master. Again, not one I'm doing quite well actually, because how many times you end up getting bundles and stuff, and it's either doubles and stuff and duplicates or things like that. Generally don't know that game, so I may have to load that up later and see if it's any good. There's another game in the bottom here, Blue Max. Now I am actually familiar with this one, but I don't think on the Spectrum. I'm sure I've played a version of this on an Atari. Could be wrong. I'm thinking Atari. It's sort of like isometric shooter kind of deal. It's actually really quite a good game once you get past over the, you know, the angle that you're shooting at. And no, I've got a bit of a fascination with these small boxed games. Spectrum, Amstrad, Commodore 64. Just really, I don't know what it is, they look really nice on the shelf. So what have we got first? We've got eSWAT. Actually in really decent condition, that one. Not one I've played, and these are all for the Spectrum. So that's eSWAT. Batman. Can't believe I didn't have this already in my collection. And what I like about this one he showed me before he sent it is it's got the Batman sticker. I do like that. Nice little extras. Super Monaco GP. I do love my racing games. I really do. I'm going to have to give this one a proper go. Yeah. It may not look like that, obviously, in the gameplay, but I'm sure it plays quite well. And he threw these two in extra as well, which and that's for Turtles. Thank you for that. I've got Turtles and most things. I think I need Turtles on the CPC. Is the one I'm missing, and I'm sure this one is absolutely amazing. World class rugby. I mean, look at him. He's been punched in the face. So yeah, that's let's move them there, and you can sit on top. I'm seriously, I'm just closing myself in here. I'll have to definitely get a better layout. And the last one, I'm a sucker for these games. I do love a game of tennis, 3D tennis on the Spectrum. I'm sure the 3D is going to be awful, but yeah, give me a bit of space. I'm going to shift these out the way. So yeah, that's that one. Oh, this one was also sent to me as a gift by Chris Diamond, and he knows I collect for the GameCube, and it's not one I had. I think I still need to get the 6th and 7th one. Unfortunately, they're the ones that cost a bloody fortune. But yeah, Mario Party 4. Never remember playing the Mario Party games on the GameCube. But my kids absolutely love it on the Switch. So maybe one day I'll have to hook that up and play 4-player. Right, I've got one more left here. Big box. And this one was something I've actually bought. So let's see what we got here. Now I remember what this was. I picked this up because I was going to do a review of this item. It was £3. You can't say no to £3 for what you see what this is. This is the Top Drive Space Wheel for the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2, and it just looks really odd. I mean, if you can see that on there. Apparently it's got foot pedals as well, and it's just the style of it. Yeah, there's the foot pedals. They plug in and they emulate the right and left triggers. Really cheaply made, but an interesting thing. That's why I bought it. And here's the wheel itself. I mean, look at that. Do you know what? Not only do I like this wheel, and I'm going to do it for racing games, but I'm going to do what I did for the Commodore 64 and see what other games I can play. Commodore 64 on the brain. Nintendo 64, I was playing Doom with the steering wheel, and you'd be surprised how well it actually works. So with this, you imagine I've got all the buttons that I need, and I'm going to try and play through a couple of games with the space wheel. Move that away. Right, down to my last two bits now. Commodore 64 game, absolute classic, Frack. So yeah, if you've not played it, you've got to go across the screen, collect the keys, I think, and use your yo-yo to kill the monsters, whilst avoiding balloons coming up from the bottom and needles coming down diagonally from the top of the screen. Sounds lovely. So yeah, never had a physical copy of that, so I'm very happy with that one. And one more final small box game, Golden Axe. I had this back when I first started collecting, and I gave it away, and ever since then I was like, oh, why did I give it away? Apparently it runs really quite nicely on the Spectrum, so definitely have to give that one a blast. I know people say, oh, the Golden Axe games and everything, they're overrated, but the games that we played when we were younger, we enjoyed them, and I really do. So it's just some of the pickups I've had this probably the past 2 weeks, and yeah, thanks for watching.